All right, so we're in the boys' room. Here's their closet. I'm gonna show you what we got going on because I'm scared of this one.
I got a new coat.
Yes, you do have a new coat. Because we are gonna tackle this, and I'm just not excited about it, but I know it needs to be done. Okay, so here's the top. Oh yeah, that's like chaos. I'm actually not even sure what's all on over here. All of that, no idea what it is. Their clothes are fine, but then you get down here.
Where are you going to?
And over here is just it's Lego. But I will just, like, I know the bin with the Lego directions is broken. It's just chaos. So I am going to be going through this and organize it, and I have a few ideas of how to fix it. All right, so I pulled out all the ones that I want to put in bags, and then I have these, they're like 2.5 gallon bags, and I'm going to put them in this bin. So we'll see how it goes. All right, so I got it all in the bin. So now I have these empty containers, which are great because I think we have a couple of these that are cracked in the boys' room and missing a couple of these. So I'll be able to swap it out. We've got one of these. I do have an extra lid because we're missing the handle on that. So I don't know. We'll see. But now I'm going to tackle this stuff. I might put, there's actually that's actually a set in that one. I'm going to put that in a smaller one and then try to see if I can get these condensed a little bit more. All right, so I didn't show you because to me it was helping, but these were all that train set that was on the floor. Got that all in here separated. Oop. It's not, there we go. So that's good. So I was able to do this so far. So this was taking up both sides. So this is awesome. And then I'm just going down through. They're gonna deal with that later. And so this is actually, I just did this. So that was our Christmas Lego. It's actually going to go out in the shed. But now I'm just going to go through this big bucket. And these are like some really old ones that we want to just kind of keep to the side. So I'm going to try to, I think I might put the older ones like in a plastic bag in the bucket. And as you can see, this is overflowing. And I think it cracked somewhere. Oh no, this is the one that's missing it. Oh, but it did crack too. So as you can see, I got to deal with it. This has to go put somewhere. So this is next, but I'm feeling really good. It's not taking me as long as I thought it would be. Oh, and I forgot to mention, that was that big set that I said I was going to put, or it was in a big bin, and I ended up putting it in a smaller case, but I think I'm going to put it under the kids' bed, so I forgot about that, but now we're going to get back to these books. All right, so what I ended up doing was separating everything by like their type. So like this is actually all the that spacecraft. So I want to put that all together. This is all like Marvel, Batman, Star Wars, because we don't have many. Those are all cars. This is all Lego Movie 2. This is like Disney, anything Disney we have, or Minion. This is all Jurassic Park. This is all the city sets. This is all Technic. And the creator, and then these are just random ones. I'm not sure where I'm going to put them. And then I did take the other ones, the older ones, and I put them in a bag. So that's what I'm going to do to these now, is put them in bags. And I'm actually happy we were looking for these directions when we took him apart. So I'm going to actually throw him in there. So I'm actually glad I didn't take that out yet. So these were like, these are directions to things, but they're not Lego. So I'm not quite sure what we're going to do with them yet. I'll probably put them together just so we still keep them, because we do still have that stuff, but it's like not Lego brand, it's off brands and stuff. So I am really happy. I think this is gonna make it so much easier when the kids want to find something. Like if they want to do something Jurassic Park, they can just grab the whole bag of Jurassic Park and not, you know, have to look through the whole bucket to find it. Oh my gosh, I can't believe it. It worked. Everything is all in here, and I was trying to see if I could fit it in this one, because it's like they kind of fit, but it was kind of tight. And then I'm like, wait a minute, we're only going to get more instructions, so why not give it some more room? So now I'm going to put this in the closet and see how it looks right now. All right, so it actually, I just was in here. So now the clothes are moving. But as you can see, it stacks up. These bins are great. They're from Target. I think it's actually called Made by Design is the brand. I just got the big ones, so they are there. They don't have all the sizes right now. They're a lot out of stock, which I think that's just the time of year. But it's great because, as you can see, that one's there. And then there's smaller ones. But so far, like, these were taking up both sides. And now it's just taking up one, which I feel like is great. Now, I think I'm going to be done for the day and clean up my room because there's bins everywhere. But you're going to get tackled at a later date. All right, so this is everything from the boys' closet. The top of it. Oh my gosh, it's all the way around. Sleeping bag's fine. We actually have a second sleeping bag that the boys already pulled out. These are backpacks they got for free. They already have rips in them, so I gotta throw them out. These are the tents that were on their bed. They also have holes in them. I gotta throw them out. We're also missing these. Their sheets are ridiculous. It's kind of chaos right now. These bins, though, these are their memory boxes, so those are fine. And these are a couple of toys. I think one more fell down here that they played with, but they weren't massive fans about. And actually, they've been in the closet for over a year, so consignment they will go. These, my father-in-law found these. They were like super cheap, and he thought that they would be really great because they like light up. They don't work very well. So again, we've had them for a year. Gotta throw it out. Hi-Yo Cheerio, missing half the pieces, so that's gotta go. So just gotta go through it. All right, so that's done. So I have a bag of stuff. A lot of this clothes was hand-me-downs, and when I went to go see what size it was, the elastic just all like let go on it. And these shoes are too small for my kids. Plus they're really scuffed, so I knew I couldn't send them to consignment. So I got a whole bag of trash that had the hand-me-downs, and it was only like a quarter of the way full. But Jeffrey had such a growth spurt that actually he can fit into everything right now. And then there's like 2 pairs of shorts that were too big, so I just put them in the drawer with like their bathing suits, so that next summer we have them. I was able to put all the sheets in here because we went through a lot of them, and that's going. Those will go back on the shelf. Those are their like first day of school stuff. This, I gotta find a home for it. This is the extra stickers for their wall. That's all space, but I think I'm gonna save them for when we move. We can put them in their new room. And I totally forgot these were in the closet. So I'm actually gonna put them with our homeschool stuff because I think this would be great to do for like projects. And then that is stuff that's gonna go to consignment. I did have some big trucks in there. That was out here in the little shed, so I pulled it out and just filled it, and I'm gonna go. The shoes were actually in the boys' drawer. When I went to go put the shorts, I was like, let me grab those because their sandals are still great, but they're too small. Everyone had a growth spurt, so I'll take that into consignment at some point this week, and I'm gonna put everything back that I'm gonna put back in the closet, and I'll show you what it looks like now. All right, so here is the closet after. I am super happy. So what I ended up doing was putting the boys' memory bins. I put one on each side. They both have a side where like their shirts are, so I just put them on that side that they have, along with their little school board on top, and then I put a sleeping bag on top of each, which was great. We had these puppets that my aunt had given us in that green bin, and they always fell out because she also gave us like the part where you can like make a puppet, like a little puppet like theater, which was great. But I figured, I was like, maybe I can stuff them in here. They all fit, which is great. I ended up moving the puzzles here so that they didn't take up as much room, like either on top of here or, they didn't even all fit in one of these bins. So it was kind of a pain. So I thought this would be great. And then if they want them, they can just ask, or they actually have chairs in here, so they can get those if they want. So that was great. And then all the bedding's there. They have their clothes. I hung up their backpacks back here, and then this backpack, it's a taller backpack, but it actually has our DVD players, our like dual DVD players that go on the back of the headrest. We had these before we got our my car, but they still work great, so we do keep them in case, like if my mom or my in-laws were to take the kids like in their vehicle, they could have this. My friends have used them because they don't have a DVD player in their car yet, so they borrowed it for long trips. So that's fine. All the Legos are over here along with their directions. And then this is the Transformers bucket, which that'll be another day. That's great. And then these extra boxes. Robert likes using these. Actually, Jeffrey does too. They like will draw on them. They'll like make stuff out of them. So these came yesterday in the mail. Or we picked that up at Target. And that came in the mail. And Robert wanted me to keep them. So I was like, all right, well, let's put them in the closet. But there's just so much. It's awesome. I mean, this was all the way up to the top. So I'm like really happy. That was honestly really didn't take as long as I thought it would be. So tackle a little area and you'd be surprised how well you can get it done. Okay, so that is the end of the boys' closet. I'm so happy with the progress. Like I said, it really didn't take much time. I'm really actually surprised. It's like that closet has been like on my list for like ever. I haven't wanted to touch it because I'm like, it's gonna take so long. Really didn't. It did take me 2 days only because like I did the bottom one day, and then just because I had a few hours, and then this morning I just tackled the top. Again, probably a half hour and it's done. So that's awesome. So let me tell you, if you've got a spot, go tackle it right now because it might take you less time than you think it's going to. So don't forget to like and subscribe, and we'll see you next time.